Well, today is a special day. Today, I get to go and buy a new bike. And buy the first piece of the ultimate bike. Giggity giggity. But yeah, so I'm going to probably be riding this new bike. Hopefully by maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We got some messed up weather coming in this whole week, so I don't know if any of the parks are going to be rideable. And because it's a new bike, I don't really want to ride it in the wet and have a cat, if I'm going to scratch the frame, I'm going to scratch the frame riding it hard. And not because of the fact that basically the tires slipped out of it and it fucking biffed. And usually when the tires slip out, you get hurt a lot worse than if basically you bail. From water. Not because they slipped out because the park is fucking polished like CDA's park. Yesterday, I met up with the guys and we tried to take over a couple parks, but because of the fact that basically yesterday was probably the first park friendly day of the year now, it was packed. Scooters everywhere, like skateboarders were kind of cool, but the scooters, obviously the scooters were doing the scooter thing and just fucking riding like nobody else is on the park and fucking flicking their goddamn scooters around like, it's their retarded ass job to fucking make themselves look like idiots. Now, there was a couple scooter kids there that actually had skills and everything, but still, like, the majority of them were basically like, riding around a goddamn bowl like they were riding around a driveway, just cutting across. So, I'm a patient rider, and my patience got drawn a little bit, thin. And the majority of the time when my patience gets drawn thin, I'm just usually like, fuck it, I'm out. So we did street riding, and then we went to another park, and then, because I was riding with a bunch of like older guys. Well, one of the guys in the group is like, 20 something, but the majority of the guys in the group are in their 30s. I think I'm technically the oldest guy in the group in their 40s. So, um, today I'm buying a pre-build that's valued at around, I think it's like 500 or something like that. Which $500 basically buys you a halfway decent, like, it's sealed, but usually the frame's not all that great. Hold on. Yeah, now I feel better. I had that thickening in the back of my throat, drinking too much coffee, smoking too much cigars. So, and then on top of this, I'm picking up a blood red king frame today. And it's a special frame. Special to me because of the fact that basically most people will say that when they're building a bike in their later days, it's going to be their last frame. Hopefully this isn't going to be my last frame. But this is going to probably be my last heavy ass build. And not heavy as like weight, but like cash wise. At the end of this build, when the rubber hits the ground, it's probably going to be fucking like $2,300 into a BMX, which is god money for a BMX. It's basically going to be how Kink builds their $900 bikes, but I'm going balls to walls. Basically, Sunday they deal with Odyssey. That's clear as day. And nothing's wrong with Odyssey. Odyssey is a great company. But Kink is known on their special bikes to deal with cinema. So that's what I'm dealing with. Now, okay, picture this. Blood red frame. Frame's got gold accents. So, simple enough. Black fork, black handlebars, and then basically call up cinema, order the whole fucking brushed gold kit for 2021. It's not out yet. Don't try and jump the fence and try and order it right now, because of the fact that basically it's not even on their docket for pre-order. It's getting released in spring, but I already have this other bike that I'm buying today, so I should be good until spring. But it is basically their whole barrage of parts. I'm gonna one it up and get their cassette, and I'm gonna get their free coaster. The free coaster, I'm not going to. Well, I might. I don't know. But the cassette and their normal front, I'm lacing with, if I can get it in red, I'm going to go red titanium. If not, then I'm just going to go with the black titanium and call it a day. I don't know what crank I'm going to be running yet. Whatever it is, it's going to be light. And I don't know if I'm going to go with the RNC or a Profile Elite, if that's what they call their titanium fucking crank. But 170 freaking, I'm going to probably go with a 28 tooth, like main gear or whatever you want to call it. I always want to call them fucking ring gears, but they're not. Because ring gears, you need the star in the middle, but it's always been called a ring gear for me. But yeah, that's it. Like, basically, like, today's a big day. And just like all big purchases, I gotta keep it secret. So, posting it on YouTube is not keeping it secret. But I don't think anybody pays attention to my YouTube videos, so it's all good. If I'm not mistaken, the bike that I'm buying today is a Unite bicycle. Now, people might trash talk them because of the fact that basically even their pro models are all fucking like the steel bikes. But for less than $500 with them, you can get a full titanium. I mean, a full fucking sealed bike. I got titanium on mine now. Pardon me. But basically, after about 6 months from now, basically I'm gonna probably sell it, because I'll have the red bike basically built, aka the iRoxy, because it's gonna be Guidoed up, and I'm gonna be doing it in such a tasteful way that I don't think that it'll be roastable. Oh yeah, and I will try and get it roasted. Just to watch anybody that does roast videos of BMX, just to blow their wad, fucking trying to fucking figure a way of actually roasting it. It's going to be all top-notch shit. Now, it kind of makes me worried that my skill level currently, because of the fact that basically, like, I got old man skill, and I got old man fear. And the fact that modern parks are so tight that us older guys aren't used to them. I can't even ride street right now. Like, then again, though, I ride narrow tire, so basically, like, narrow tire plus, like, 90 to 110 PSI is not streetable. That's how I always rode, because of the fact that basically, like, when it comes down to it, um, I've always been a vert rider. And there's no vert, so when there's no vert, you got to deal with what you got to deal with and do what you got to do. Well, other than that, basically, like, I'll do another update video in a little bit and see how today plays. Buying a couple more parts for the other mid-school bikes, and should have those all together and ready for powder coat very soon. That being said, I don't know what's going to happen when I'm riding the new bike frames, because of the fact that I've always ridden mid-school. So riding a modern bike the other day made me completely change the mindset that I had. You always hate to basically love the things that you hate. So as not so much of a wise person, but my advice to you is to basically always challenge yourself to the things that you hate. I've always hated modern because of the fact that basically, like, the people that ride modern have destroyed the industry with greed, and basically they don't ride hard enough that the parks are, progressively getting bigger. They're progressively getting smaller. So, yeah, there's a lot of, like, interior hate towards fucking modern bikes. But everybody that I ride with, they all have modern bikes. So I must be wrong. And so I was at my local bike shop the other day, and the owner's son let me use his bike, and I was amazed. I was fucking amazed. So if you're stuck on the mid-school shit, try a modern bike and go 1 inch higher. Or not 1 inch higher, but 1 inch longer on your frame size. I normally ride a roundabouts a 20 inch, 19.5 to like 20 and a quarter. And his bike was a 20 and 21. And he had the long bars and shit. I'm like, God damn, dude, this is like the epitome of a modern bike. And he's like, yep. Jumped on that bitch, and I was just like, oh damn, the thing rides like fucking pure sex. And I did a couple bunny hops and stuff, and it was just like, I felt like I was 14 again. Just like, it was very, very responsive. Like, the way that the rear end basically comes up in the air, when you tell it to come up in the air, like, it's got helium in it, it's just a feather. And we're not talking basically like modern bikes versus old school bikes, where like modern bikes weigh less, and you think that they're significantly less. They're not, because of the fact that basically the white bike that I built, that one weighed like 30 pounds with no pegs, and that one also weighed I think it was 29 pounds with pegs with no front brake, after I like basically rode it for a while and got like turned on to not riding front brake. I didn't really get turned on to it. I just wanted to try it, and it's rideable, but it's not 25 pounds. The red bike will be a 24-pound bike. That's for damn sure. Titanium crank, titanium spokes, and I'll probably eventually have titanium hardware going around it. Just all the nuts and bolts, odds and ends. But in a nutshell, yeah, dude, these modern bikes, they're not that lighter than like mid-school bikes. Like, you can get a mid-school bike, rear brake only, down to about 28, 29 pounds. Modern bike averagely weighs around 24 to 25 and a half pounds. That's not that many pounds different. what I think it is the geo. And like it's phenomenally different. Like, I really was fucking like against the geometry of modern bikes, and totally, to be honest with you, like, I didn't feel that they would like create that much ease of riding. But my body's not snappy anymore, so might as well buy a snappy frame to make up for me not being able to snap. And not being snappy as in like busting my ass or something like that, but I can't move that fast anymore. You should see me walking my dogs back up the stairs at the place, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the dogs, they want to run up the stairs. I'm like, fucking, you know, they're just literally snow dogging me up the stairs. I can't do all this young people shit anymore. I might look a little young, but I'm not young. I just have been always active in my life. I got some face wrinkles and shit like that. You can see it in my neck and in my jawline. But the thing about it is basically at the end of the day, it's because of the fucking cigarettes. But the deal is basically, yeah, you stay active all your life, you look young all your life. Other than that, that's today's update. I'll post another short one later on, maybe. If not, I'll post one like later on in the week about what the new bike ride's like and shit like that. Maybe throw in a couple edits. I am working on an intro right now to making some edit vlogs by acquiring drone footage of pretty much all of the parks that I ride in. And I'm missing 2 out of, like, I think 6 parks. So the entrance of the fucking the edit vlog should actually be pretty cool. I got it in my head. Yeah, like, it should look really cool. But that being said, that's today's video. I will see you guys around.